Well, actually, this is gonna be uploaded on our YouTube channel and everything. Okay, that's what we are recording.
Sure.
Okay, so you have time to visit Seville
Yeah,
today.
actually, it was my first time to be in Seville, so I
Right.
wanted to see something. And
Did you see something from the city or?
yeah, a little bit. I think it's a very nice town. A lot of like history and stuff, and also very modern, but also like very cool old buildings, which we don't have in Finland. So, and Lauri and I we just talked to each other, and we like thought that there's some kind of in a good way, like South American vibe in the city. I don't know why, but it's like very beautiful.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Okay, so let's talk about the new album, Eternal. Okay, I think this time it was a bit different the process because I read that you have the cover artwork first, and in some sort of way that influenced you on the songs later, right? That's correct.
Oh yeah, well, we had like original plan was that we should have started like recording already a year before we actually started, but the truth is that we didn't have enough good songs.
Right.
So we decided that we are not gonna just start recording because if the label wants it or if we should stick to some schedule, but we wanted to have a good album. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. So, but yeah, we also had the cover artwork because more than a year ago we decided that okay, we knew what kind of album like the artwork should be. We had the image of this hall and everything, and then we told Gyula Havanchak who made it that we want to have this kind of album. But back at the time, the title was different. It wasn't Eternal. It was something else. So then we got the album cover, some of the songs, and then we were like, we need more time to compose. So it just took longer. There was nothing like, that we were not on a break. But sometimes you get better songs faster, and sometimes it takes time.
Yeah. And also another new thing on this Eternal album is that you never made a Viking-inspired song before, and you have one here. So that was the vibe when you were recording Eternal, that you want to try new things also?
Matthias composed a song at the end of this, in the beginning of this year, like I think January, February. When I called him, he said that, I'm composing this very long song. And then I said, okay. And then he was like composing it, and then he told me that I don't have any time to write the lyrics, so write the lyrics. I would like you to write the lyrics about Vikings. I was like, okay. On my solo albums I have like historical themes and stuff like that, but not in Stratovarius that much. So then I got the song from him. Of course the vocal melodies, they were played by keyboard. Yeah. And it was first time I listened to it, I didn't understand it at all. I was like, okay, is this the chorus? Is this the bridge verse? And it was so huge. So actually I had to like chop it in pieces. Yeah. And then I had to write down the like measurements, like okay, 131, this might be verse A, everything. Yeah. And then I had the list, and then I started writing, and it took like basically 4 nights to write the basic story. And then Jani Liimotainen, because he and I, we basically wrote all the lyrics together in the end. So then we finalized the lyrics on the 5th night. A lot of lyrics, and very often I almost remember the lyrics live, so there's a lot of stuff there. But it's a good song. I think it's one of the best on the album.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. After the trilogy that you did with Matthias as well, then you had this new album. For me, at least, the vibe when I listen is 90s Stratovarius.
Yeah.
So you wanted to go back there in time in some sort of way?
Little bit, of course. Believe it or not, but we sometimes listen to what the fans say. But of course, it's also for us. It could be because last year, almost a year ago, we played. I think was it like 4 or was it 6 shows in Finland. We played Visions, the whole album, just for fun. And then the reactions were so good, and we thought, okay, the songs are pretty good, and we like the style. Of course, we are Stratovarius, so we don't want to go too far away from what we are, anyways. But then again, like you said, I think Eternally, it's like combination of like old power metal, but with modern sound. Exactly. So it's like this is what Stratovarius is 2015. Yes, but I agree.
Yeah, because the trilogy seems to have more progressive elements, maybe. Yeah. And this is more 90s Stratovarius, at least for me.
I like it this way.
So you normally listen to or read what fans says about you on social media?
Of course, the thing is that there's always so many opinions. Yeah. That if you start reading everything, you get crazy. Like I want to have like more heavier, and I want to have pop. Okay, and you want to have progressive. Okay, what do you want to have? And then but of course, you also get the feeling, when you are playing live.
Yeah.
And when you talk to the fans, and then, well, we do listen to a little bit, but of course we also have to be true to ourselves, or
Yeah.
we wanna, play. So I think this is a good combo.
Right. And I think this is the second album with your drummer. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is Jorg still part of the band? Because I heard that he's some sort of way managing the band.
Yeah, he's like also booking the shows.
Booking the shows.
This one too. So.
Yeah. It was funny because I saw George in another project playing in Spain, in Estepona, in a small club, and he was having a hell of a time there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it was really
Devil's
good.
Train.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like his hobby band,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So do you think that maybe it's too soon because you already have the album just a couple months ago? But do you think that it's gonna be also with Eternal like a trilogy that you had before, or do you think that Eternal is an album and the next one is gonna be another total different thing? Or
Good
do you
question.
think you're gonna follow that 90s vibe that you want to get with Eternal, or do you think that
That's hard to say.
is thing of one time? That's it.
It's hard to say. I don't mind it. I like this album a lot, and it's also that tonight we probably gonna play 4 songs from the new album.
Yeah.
And so far, especially like yesterday, we played in Madrid. The reactions for the for the new songs, they were as good as for the old songs.
Yeah.
So that's a good sign. Of course, then if people are like new material, then of course you are like, okay, we played just for this tour. But I think there's probably 2 to 4 songs we can play also in the future.
Yeah.
Which hopefully will be like Stratovarius classics that we can change in the future as well.
Exactly. Maybe
So-
the second leg of a tour, maybe.
Yeah. It's possible.
Yes. Talking about the classic songs, are you in some sort of way tired of playing like I don't know, Black Diamond or any other classic stuff?
Well, we are very tired when we rehearse them,
Yeah.
if we rehearse them. But when there's live audience, it's a different
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
It's always, different city, different sound. Then of course, some guys are like, do we really need to play Black Diamond? And then I'm like, okay, we try.
Again.
Well, then I did this in Finland. Okay, we are not playing. We didn't play actually Black Diamond in the first 2 shows or something
Right.
because the other guys were
And
like,
people were complaining, right?
yeah, they were like, why do we need to play it? And then I said, okay, we tried tonight, and we didn't play it yesterday and the day before. Let's see. And then they were like, I guess you were right. People like it. Well, of course they like it. It's like, but it's always, but we are anyway. I mean, we are there to, entertain the people. We
Yeah.
are not there to play for ourselves. We are
Right.
playing for the fans. So of course, we need to, listen to what they say. But then
Right.
again, we also, when we are selecting the songs, of course, there has to be also not only the hits that all the people want to hear, but of course it's also important for us that we play the songs that we want to play. But like I said, I don't mind, they're good songs and it's nice to play them live.
Yeah. I think you joined the band in '94. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've been playing like 20 years now. These
21,
the
yeah.
with the Stratovarius. Do you follow any some sort of care of your voice, or well, actually the question is, do you think that you can hit all the notes? Since with all the songs you sing with the Stratovarius since '94 till now, or do you think that some songs are maybe harder for you now?
The voice is of course changing by age. I think in the past the color of the voice was like it was thinner, but it was like more bright. But I think now it's more. I think I have more technique nowadays, to be honest.
Yeah.
Than '94, so it's easier for me to sing. Except I actually had to cancel 2 shows 1.5 weeks ago because I have bronchitis.
Yeah.
And I just took cortisone before you came in
Right.
because I have like problems with this line. But yesterday I was singing pretty okay already,
Right.
so I can still hit the notes. So you will hear probably tonight if you listen to the show. So.
Great.
I'm lucky, but of course I also, when I'm on tour, I try to sleep as much as possible, and I don't normally do interviews before the show.
Right.
That's why I was surprised that there's an interview. I didn't
Yeah.
know about it because I don't normally do it because it's away from the show.
Exactly.
And then of course I try not to drink too much alcohol because then it's not good.
Exactly. Well, just one last question to finish the interview. There's been a lot of changes in the lineups of Stratovarius, but you guys now with Matthias and with the drummer, you seem very happy with this lineup. Do you think that this is going to be the definitive Stratovarius lineup, or do you think that maybe you can have some changes? You never know.
Well, hopefully we don't change anything because I'm happy with the guys as well.
Yeah.
Everything is like, they are very good players and very nice guys.
Yeah.
And it's like easy to get along. There's No, crazy business. It's good. It's good.
Especially Matthias, because he seems that when he joined the band, he's like, I don't think say, but he did a lot of things. He did production, the
yes.
guitars, he composed. So
Yeah.
I think you're very happy with him, right?
I am. He's working very hard. So
Yeah.
sometimes too much, if you ask me. So it's been like when he's been mixing the album, he's been basically sleeping in the studio.
Oh,
So it's not.
he's really
super
dedicated.
nice. Yes,
Yeah.
that's the thing. But it's also it's good because he cares,
Yeah.
So of course there are probably many guys who are like, let's just make the album and that's it. But in Stratovarius we always try to make the best sound we can. We
Right.
spend a lot of time, too much money, a lot of money.
Yeah.
So it's like we want to have a good product. The people when they listen to an album, they can say, oh fuck, this sounds good.
Yeah.
Not like we
Which
try our
one?
best.
Yeah. Oh well, thank you so much for your time for the interview.
No
I'm gonna
problem.
leave you alone now,
All
okay?
right.
So you can